So CJ won't practice, obviously. Farley won't practice. We're going to keep trying to progress Daryl. We'll kind of see where it goes. Yesterday he was doing some stuff on the side. We'll kind of see what happens there. Right now, I don't think he's going to be able to practice, but if he does enough to where the trainers feel like we can throw him into individual or something, we'll do that. Warlow won't practice. And the rest of these guys are all limited. Henry, Beecham, Copeland, Chuma, Neville, Alex, McClendon, and Damaris.
Darryl, he would be able to play. Right?
Yeah, we're going to be, with the calf injury, be precautionary.
How do you feel the guys that have stepped in there have done Mollett?
Less
a lot, but Mollett.
Yeah, both those guys have done, I think, a really good job. They're really, when you get kind of thrown in there like that, you're going to have some mistakes. You're going to have some things where you're trying to work out with, especially two safeties that have been playing all year. Them trying to get used to some new guys out there, communication-wise. So, and having a road game, that's always, just kind of all those kind of communication tools. This week will be a big one. Crowd noise gets going a little bit. The communication's got to be even better.
You guys added Damaris Haas as a captain. What is he in his short time here?
Yeah, it kind of, it seemed like a couple of our captains either going on IR or been injured, and those guys brought it up about bringing him in kind of to our captains meeting, and then when Rontez went on IR, those guys kind of made that suggestion of I think we should make him a permanent captain. So that was an easy choice for me. Obviously, being around him as long as I have, just knowing the kind of person he is. He kind of is one of those guys that leads by example, but at the same time, he does a lot behind the scenes that really nobody ever sees.
When you have a guy come in like that, do you see they could have long-lasting effects on guys that he's around?
Yeah, for me personally, just him being in this offense, him being able to kind of explain to guys how it should look, how you should operate, how you should practice, all those type of things. It's helpful, and it's with guys that are we're looking to be here for a while. I think it's been beneficial to the wide receiver room. I think it's been beneficial to obviously Sam, just kind of hearing him talk about how things have operated in the past. So I think him being here has really helped us.
Adam, what do you think has been the key to Sam kind of righting himself during this season?
He's done a good job of just focusing 1 week at a time. If something bad happened the week before, it's been the focus really for him has been fix it, make sure it doesn't happen again, or try to avoid that same mistake twice. He does do a really good job of resetting, and it's really once we start talking about the next team, he puts it in the past and he doesn't dwell on it.
How important do you think it is that he has been able to do that? Because there's a scenario where you and he and the team could have chalked it up as just a lost year. Damano was just so unique for an NFL player. But instead, the whole perception of Sam has changed because his play has improved so much. How important do you think that was?
Well, I think just looking at it from 50,000 feet, we're focused on first year of the program, improving every week, making sure we're learning all the little ins and outs of whether it be the offense, defense, special teams. So it was critical for him, and him being a second-year player, it's all about improvement. It's all about, learning this game and seeing the looks and going through bad experiences, good experiences, building off all those. And he's done a good job with it. He's kept a small focus. He's just worried about 1 week at a time.
Is he tougher than you do?
I guess I'd never question anything like that. Just competing against him. I saw him take some shots when we played against him. He just always stood in there. I think what I've seen this year is he's had kind of, the thumb. It wasn't even a question whether or not he was going to stay in the game. He's like, I'm playing, I'm good. So, he just finds ways around it if he's got some kind of injury. Like that thumb thing, he hands the ball off with two hands, but he makes it work.
Adam, you won that PI challenge on Sunday. I think you were the second coach to win one this year. What's been your overall philosophy with that? Because some coaches have said, I'm not challenging any because they're not turning them over. Or some coaches have said, I'm challenging everything you know, just
Yeah.
to make a point about this.
I think we're all kind of doing the same thing where, you know, everybody's looking at the ones that are challenged. You know, I mean, you have enough people in your building where, you know, some guys are, you know, you have certain guys looking at things like that. And, you know, for us, we're kind of looking at the situation. And to us, we knew what route he was running, and he was running a go route. And when our guys looked at it, they're like, he legitimately got depleted. You know, there was no intent whatsoever he was trying to run his route. So I mean, we just thought we had a shot. Now, we didn't know for sure, but we just felt like that was worth it.
Were you hesitant at all, because 2 weeks before, there was the one on Robbie in Miami, where he was at the 1 yard of one scrimmage, and they didn't overturn it?
Yeah, I mean, not really. I wasn't hesitant. I mean, that was an interesting one. Still trying to figure that one out a little bit, but, you know, every play is different. Just some of them look different than others.
Take a couple more.
Looking at their tight ends, their stats on tape, jump off. What have
Yeah.
you seen from them when you watch them?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a group that's really, there's two guys with explosive plays, and one of us, their starting tight end. So, you know, it's a guy that we got to account for, and we have to do a good job, really, versus that whole group, because those are matchup issues. You know, you get caught in man, you get a guy that's really good as a receiver, on a guy that's not used to covering one-on-one. That's an issue.
And what have you thought of the impact that Jacobs has had for them as a rookie?
Yeah, I mean, he's played as well as you could ask a rookie ever to play. I mean, the amount of yards he's had, yards after contact. And, you know, we talked about earlier in the week, he's got the most missed tackles in football. I mean, guy's doing a great job.
We're good. Thank you very much.